Hey everybody, Dr. Martin Williams, the Dream Keeper. And I've been having all these questions lately and this subject about pain points and what are the pain points? How do they change my life? Can I do anything about the pain that's happening in my life? So here's what I realized. I realized that many are suffering from pain in their life. Many people are suffering because of pain in their life, and they're trying to find out the truth. So they're seeking all sorts of answers to solve this pain issue. But a lot of what's given to you, a lot of the medicine, a lot of the advice is really anecdotal. Why? Because it's not solving the problem. And I'm telling you, I have the answer to your pain points. I have the real answer to solving all of the pain in your life if you're willing to hear it. Are you willing to hear it? Hang on. So let's talk about disease. Disease comes from a word that we put together that's really dis-ease. Everything that happens in your mind, in your body, with your money, with your health, with your relationships, all of that is a sign of a real place in your life where there is dis-ease. Then the final stage of dis-ease is it shows up in your body because your body's not functioning normally. It's not doing what it would normally do. Too much cortisone, too much fight or flight, whatever you'd like to call it, right? So we really need to address that. How do we address it? I'm going to give that to you in a minute. First, let's talk about what disease causes the pain. Three big categories of your disease, your pain. Pain point one is the pain point of relationships. Pain point two, money. Pain point three is very important, health. So your relationships, your money, and your health, physical, mental, and emotional health. Those are the big pain points that I want to address, that I want to talk about, because I have the answer. So I'm going to give you the answer up front. Let me tell you why I'm giving you the answer up front. Most people will want you on a podcast like this. And by the way, I keep telling people, my real goal is the legacy of your wealth. It's really about the legacy of wealth. And all these things that I'm addressing, whether it's leadership, money, relationships, business, family, marriage, engagement, courting, all those things, it's really about building a legacy of wealth for you and your family. And these three pain points have to be solved. Your relationship pain points have to be solved. We can't let that keep going on, right? I hope we agree. Your money pain points, we need to end that yesterday. We all agree. And I'm telling you, the health pain point qualifies you to be here to build a legacy. Otherwise, if you're gone, you can't do any work on earth. Totally makes sense? So here's the answer. I'm going to give it to you right up front. Why am I doing this? I'm doing it because if you don't agree with my solution to your pain point, I don't want to hang you out there for 30, 40 minutes. I don't want you to have to hang on to the end of our talk to say, oh, wow, that's a great answer. So I'm going to tell you up front. Here's the problem with what's going on in your life, so many of you. You have never dreamed. You have never tapped into your desire. And you have not made a decision for that desire. Martin, what are you talking about? Here's what I'm talking about. The pain that's really in your life, the pain of lack of relationships or strain in relationships, is because you don't know who you are. The pain of money can only be attracted to who you believe you are. The money you have is the money you believe you should have. Your health is affected by how you know yourself, how you know your body, how you know yourself emotionally, spiritually, and soulishly. The pain in your life is being caused by you, not the people who you think don't like you, not the money that can't come to you, and not by a sick body. That's not what's causing it. What's causing it is you, your view of yourself. Martin, are you serious? Absolutely. I'm going to prove it to you in just a moment. So those of you who really want to hear how to solve your pain points, all of them, in 21 days, listen on. The rest of you who are like, it's not my fault, it's not my fault, I don't want to have anything to do with this, totally fine if you listen. I'm totally fine if you don't want to listen. Totally fine with me. I'm just telling you, I'm giving you the answer to the pain in your life. Anecdotal. To take an aspirin for my headache may get rid of my headache, but it doesn't cure me from headaches. Breaking up and having bad relationships of people that I don't trust, starting over and over and over and over again in relationships. Just because I can fix something in one of these relationships, it keeps going wrong. Why? It's anecdotal. Whatever I'm doing is anecdotal. I need to now apply something that heals this thing, not that treats it. It's not a treatment. This is a total healing process by you tapping into your dream, your desire. Yes, your dream, your desire, and you've made a decision. Let me say this to you. You should write it down. People are attracted to folks who know themselves. Money is attracted to people who know themselves. Health is attracted to people who know themselves and have made a decision for themselves first. That's how everything works. Maybe this is a bit heresy for you, but it's the truth. So let's talk about this. When it comes to relationships, let me tell you how relationships really work. Now that you're talking about you and your dream and your desire and you making a decision for it, this is how it goes. Pursuing your dreams and your passion is so important. Why? Because it leads to a personal fulfillment in you. It makes you happier. Why? Because you're paying attention to yourself. You're paying attention to yourself. So now when you're out in public, you're happier. When you're talking to people in meetings, you're happier. When you are on a dating app, you're happier. You collect certain energy about yourself that all of us can feel. And if you're unhappy with yourself, why would I join you in your unhappiness? It kills your relationships when you're not personally happy. I can feel you. You're on board with me now. Do you want to hang out with people that you know are not happy? Do you want to date someone that you know is not happy? Would you like a best friend that's never happy? If you like a best friend that's not happy, there's something you really need to deal with, right? You probably need someone in your life that's worse off than you. That is unhealthy for all of your relationships. A person who knows their dream, understands their desire, is a person that's lifted up because they're self-fulfilling. Now, when you can share that interest, you're living your life, you're living your dream. Now you can share that interest. You can share those goals with someone else because they're in the same space. But if you don't know who you are and you're looking for a relationship, who's going to join with you? They don't know. They don't know how you feel. They don't know how you think. They're not looking. They can't go through this exploratory process to find out who you are. And when you are in your own interests, again, you're healthier. You're happier because this makes sense. Listen, another one. When you're achieving your own goals built on your dream, built on your desire, built on your decision to just by yourself. Now, when you're achieving goals, these goals give you a whole different feel. Your shoulders aren't slumped. They're back. Your eyes are open. You're anticipant. You're living life. You're exciting to be around. So even at the opera, when no one sees you, no one knows you, as you're walking through the crowd, people are going to notice you because you are proud of yourself. You're positive. You have energy. You look bright. You feel like there's a life that's amazing. Everybody in the room won't even guess you don't have relationships. They will guess that you have lots of friends. You have people who are in love with you. You have people around you who support you because you have decided to live life. Am I making sense at all? This is very important as you're walking through your relationships that you pursue dreams first. That cures you. So let's take a deeper dive on this. Okay. Then I'll give you a scenario. Now, when you are living your dream out, you have what we would call personal fulfillment. In other words, when you're pursuing your dreams, when you're pursuing your passions, when you're living in your desires, all of your activities are built around that desire. All of your activities are built around who you are. And that brings personal satisfaction and joy into your life. Totally makes sense? Right. I believe it does. Now, when you are doing that a little bit deeper, who are you going to be around? If you like fishing, if that's a passionate thing for you and you own a fishing business, you own a writing business, you're an athlete, you love working out at the gym. When you go fishing, who else are you going to meet? You're going to meet other people who like fishing. You like to work out. It's part of your DNA. You're going to meet people working out. If you like to read books and you're at the library, who are you going to meet there? Other people who have your interests. If you have relationship pain, go where you love to go. Do what you love to do. Follow your dream. And when you're there, you're going to find other people who are dreaming about the same things you're dreaming about. Why? Because they're already doing it. Now, lastly, before my story about relationships, nobody likes to be around someone who has low self-esteem. What is low self-esteem? Low self-esteem is when you feel bad about yourself. Low self-esteem is when you don't feel like you've accomplished anything. Low self-esteem is when you grade yourself low. Nobody wants to hang out with that, at least no one you're interested in. Nobody wants to hang out with a person who feels bad about themselves. Stop it. Stop feeling bad about yourself. Set some goals based on your dreams and desires. Go after those goals. Complete those goals. Now you have something to feel good about in yourself. So when people talk to you, you're not talking about, oh, it's just a bad day. I don't have any relationships. You tell them, this is what I'm doing. This is the fun I'm having. And I'm meeting so many great people. That's the idea now in relationships. So what I've just given you is not anecdotal. What I've just given you is a cure for bad relationships, right? So let me give you a couple stories. Just imagine someone who's always dreamt about becoming a painter, but they pursued a conventional job, doing something because that's what the world and that's what life told them. So they've been working 40 hours a week doing this thing, but not painting at all. And they've been doing it for years. But after so many years of dissatisfaction, they finally decide, listen, I'm going to follow my passion of painting and art. What changes in their life? What changes in their life now is that they've unboxed their arts box. They've taken the paintbrushes out. They're at paint stores. They're at art galleries. They're at places where they have to find all the materials. They're going to visit other artists. Who are they going to meet there? They're going to meet other people who are doing the same thing. That's a story. By enjoying who you are and what you do, by enjoying your dreams, you get into the room where there are what I call shared interests. The people where you are, they're interested in the same things you are interested in. How about this couple who both have a passion for hiking? So I love to hike, but I don't have relationships. So what should I do? I should go and hike. I should fulfill that in myself. Who am I going to meet hiking? When I'm studying hiking, when I'm on YouTube and studying hiking, when I'm on a Facebook group studying hiking or Instagram or TikTok, who am I going to see there? I'm going to see people I can build relationships with, personal relationships, professional relationships, and that heals my pain point of relationship. I am the key that's causing myself pain in my relationships because I don't like myself. I've not built a decision-making process that's for me. Everybody's going to tell you this is selfish. That's why 95% of the people on the planet have the pain point of relationships. They won't focus on the right thing. They're focused on the wrong thing. And the wrong thing to focus on is people I want to come into my life. No, don't focus on that. Focus on your own dream, your own desire, and that you've made a decision for it. That's the game changer. That's when everything changes. Now you feel good about yourself, and everybody wants to be around somebody that feels good about themselves. Take a moment, take some notes. I'll be right back. So you've been thinking about consultancy for your personal development, for your business development, for whatever it is you want to develop it. You're tired of thinking about it. You're dreaming about it. You have a desire for it, but now you're trying to figure out consulting. Is it worth it? Let me tell you the 5 reasons you need a consultant. They're very, very, very important. Number 1 is expertise. The consultant knows how to do things you don't know how to do, and you need that expertise. Number 2, you need to understand that a consultant has objectivity. They can see what you don't see. They've been here before, so they can be objective without having emotions wrapped into it. Number 3, they're efficient. They're going to save so much in your process because they have systems to get you there. Number 4, strategic, this guidance you need, setting the strategy. How do you move? Which thing do you do first, second, last? Which relationships do you have? They understand strategy. And lastly, cost. It's going to save you money. Go ahead and pick the consultancy. Dream Keepers is a great consultant company with amazing people who can consult you. I am one of them. Consider it. Let's get it done. Let's dream, desire, and make decisions. Now let's talk about money. Let's talk about money and the pain point of money. Do you feel like you have enough money? Would you like to have more money? Is there more end of the month? And is there more in your month that's in your account, right? And I like this conversation, and I like to feel like I'm not presenting. Am I connecting with you? Make sure and let me know on the chats. Please respond on all the platforms. If you're resonating with what I'm saying, it'd be great. If I can improve in how I'm talking to you, let me know. But let's talk about money. This pain point of money can really limit your life. It can limit you enjoying. We just talked about relationships. Money is the number 1 problem in most relationships once they're together. Boyfriend, girlfriend, man, wife, father, mother, and child, business relationships. Money answers all things. Whatever question you ask, money is part of the answer, right? Those resources change everything. Here's the pain point of money, though. And I'm coming back to the same premises. Listen to me, my friend. Money is not a problem. You are. Getting money is not a problem. You are. It's possible to swim in an ocean of water and never get wet. It's possible to take a dive in scuba gear and your hair comes out dry. It's possible to be in water in a submarine, and when you come back to land, you didn't really experience it. You didn't even get wet. We're swimming in money. We're swimming in gold and silver. We're swimming in ideas. It's all around us. Why aren't you wet? Because you keep looking outside for money, and money is really inside. If you were to tap into your dream and your desire and make a decision for that, money would look for you. The money you have right now is the money that has been attracted to your self-worth, how you feel about yourself, how you believe, what you think you deserve. Yes, I said it to the back row. What you feel like you deserve is what you have. Your bank account looks like your emotional bank account and your view of yourself. Once you upgrade your view of yourself by focusing on what's inside you, your dream, your desire for life is what the universe will give you. So looking for someone else to give you money will never work. It's anecdotal. If you're not in charge of how much you get paid, everyone else is going to be, or someone else is going to be in charge of that. They're going to be in charge of how much you get paid. You have to take that on yourself. Here's what I mean by this. It is very important that your dream become your passion. It's very important that your desire becomes everything that's in you, with every fiber of your being. I'm sitting here in my studio because I'm driven with passion about this dream of helping people live in a legacy of their own wealth. families for generations. But lift your hands if you think it could start with you. It could start with you in your family. We only need one. We only need one generational thinker to become very wealthy. Just one in one family. Is that you? I think so. You're not looking for antidotes. You're looking for answers to this pain point of money. When you're pursuing now, and you can lead yourself into a career built on your dream, built on your passions, built on your desire, you become stable. You can scale because you own it. Money comes to the person who thinks they deserve it. Entrepreneurship spirit doesn't necessarily mean you have to start a business. You are the business. You are the business, whether it's an LLC, C Corp, S Corp, some sort of sole proprietorship. I mean, what does it look like? LLC, that doesn't really matter. The bottom line is, in any way you look at it, you are the entrepreneur. Your dream, your desire. If you focus on that, money will focus on you. Once you're in this opportunity of fulfillment and passion, it's not a job. Now it's a life for you. And the earlier you start, the better. When you wait until you're very old and you say, oh, now I'm going to pursue my dream, the runway gets shorter. But if you start early, if you believe in yourself right now, now everything begins to attract the revenue that's really designed for you. Am I making sense? That's what we really need to pay attention to. We need to pay attention to the dream that we have and let it attract our money. Okay, so this is how it goes. For your career success, you have to start thinking about these passions of means, of excelling in areas where you're generally interested in. It's part of you. I'm in a profession that I love because it's who I am. And I can do it forever because it's who I am. And one day I'm making $1. In a few months, I'm making $10. In a few more months, I'm making $100. And it goes on and on and on because I'm not going to work somewhere for 40 years, get a gold plated watch and a plaque and leave and try to start over and not even get a pension plan that I poured into. You get what I'm saying? I'm doing it all my life. I found it early and I'm still there from a teenager. I'm still doing the same thing, helping people define their dreams, get in touch with their desires and making a decision for that. I'm still doing the same thing. Now it's just scaling for me because it's all I've ever done since I was a kid. So my career success is not built by a corporation out there. My career success is built in my own dream. I'll stop right there. I've said it 5 times now. My question for you, who built your career success? What's your career platform? Do you own it or does someone else own it? That's why you're having headaches. You hate to go to work on Monday morning. That's why your heart is palpitating. That's why most heart attacks in the world happen on Sunday nights between midnight and Monday morning at 6, 7 o'clock. That's when heart attacks happen because people are getting ready to go somewhere they don't want to go. And it's not paying them enough money to really live their life or the life that they've dreamed. You have to take control of your career plan. Even if you work with someone else, it's causing you pain, my sister, my brother. It's causing you major pain and it could take you out before you get the success that you're looking for. Am I making sense? I think I am. Your career success belongs to you. Own it, and you're going to go to bed tonight and sleep all night. Just in that one decision. We have to do it because it's so important. Am I making sense? I think I am. Your entrepreneurship ventures, those entrepreneurship ventures now are very important. You got career, you got entrepreneurship, and now you have to deal with your materialistic desires. So first, we talked about career. Now let's talk a little bit about your entrepreneurship ventures. You have to pursue dreams because a lot of stuff that will pay you a lot of money doesn't exist yet. The people who are dreaming about what you're dreaming about, those businesses may not exist yet. It's going to take an investment, right? But when you're dreaming and thinking about yourself, you're thinking about your plan, you're not putting this in the hands of someone else. You're adopting it. It makes sense to you. You're living through it. You're the one that's in charge of it. Now you'll get entrepreneurial opportunities. That's when your money is making money for you when you're sleeping. When you're looking at life in this particular way, your financial gains become independent. But let me go back. It's all built on you, your dream, your desire, and the decisions that you have made. Those decisions will cause you to be proactive on how you use your time and how you use your money. You have to own it. The pain point of money is simple but not easy. To teach people to focus on themselves when only 1 to 3% of people on the planet do it, it's difficult to turn that big ship of low self-esteem in a narrow strait. But that's what I do. I'm the dream keeper. I want you to have a legacy of wealth. So let's talk about what this could look like. I was reading a story about someone. So picture this. Someone who's passionate about sustainable living, who decides to pursue a career in environmental advocacy. That's what they're going to do. They just want to go out and pursue a career in the idea of environmental advocacy. And their dedication to this, they're so enthusiastic about it because it's natural for them. It's something they think about already. It's something they dream about. It's something they read about. It's something they study. All of their, that For You on TikTok, that For You, the people they follow and want to hear from all the time, it's about people talk about environmental changes around the world, how the earth is changing, the earth is dying, the earth is alive, the debates about global warming, all these things. Now their soul, their mind, and their spirit is aligned. Guess what's going to happen? They're going to become a consultant where they're paid millions to come and speak for their scientific studies. They're going to have friends all over the world. They're going to have so many streams of income coming to them because they're sending streams out into the world of what they've decided to be and what they've decided for their interests would be. So their career results is going to be personally fulfilling and financial fulfilling, and they'll do it all their life. What have you left behind that you really loved to do as a child, and everybody told you that'll never make any money? It doesn't matter what it was. It will make money. If you as a child decided that you were just going to collect cans and sell them at the end of the week for $30, there are people making now $30 million a year dealing with cans on the side of the road or recycling. You get what I'm saying? When you get into your dream, it always scales. But if you're living in my dream, I'm going to be the one scaling. You're not. You're not going to make any money. You're not going to make any money. And if you're older at this point, you really need to dig into your desire, because that's the only way you're going to be able to retire and move on with the design for your life. Am I making any sense? Consider an individual who always dreamed of creating an eco-space of friendly products. That's what they've dreamed about. And that's all they've done. Well, now that's their money field. They become an expert in that because they've been doing it so long, right? So this idea of materialism with your money goes away. The money is here for Martin to build a legacy of wealth for him, his family, his friends, and the people he's in relationship with. And that's what it is for you. Let me circle back and say this to you so that it's hammered into your head. The money you have is the money you've attracted. You want to focus on your dream and your desire. So now all the money that's attracted to your dream and desire, because you were sent here with a dream and a desire. You make a decision for that, and immediately the money and the wealth that you need to come into your life will begin to come into your life, solving your pain point. Now it's not built on anyone else. It's not built on what they like. It's not built on prejudice. It's not built on racism. It's not built on any of that. It's simply built on Martin is living his dream. Hold on. I'll be right back to finish up. Hey, everybody, Dr. Martin Williams here. Most people call me the Dr. Dream Keeper. And I want to tell you right now what you need to do. If you do not have my new book, Dream, Desire, Decide, you need to get that book. You can go to Amazon. You can click the link below. Any way you can get it, get it. Get the workbook too. Work through this process. It will change your life. Life comes to you when you know what you desire and when you've made a decision for that desire. That's when everything changes. So I'm telling you to get the book. And on the other side of this book, you're going to see your life change. All right, welcome back. Now let's talk about health. Let's talk about health, mentally, emotional, physical health. Are you healthy right now? If you're not healthy right now and you're dealing with anything in your body is or your mind is the last manifestation of this dis-ease. Last one. The first one is spiritual. And then it's your soul, your emotions. All your passions come down. You're not engaged. So the last place it shows up is your body. So to reverse this, getting healthy in your body, you have to get healthy in your own soul, your own mind, your will, your emotions, your decision-making properties. That has to be addressed. And I did say your decision-making properties. People say, my soul, what does my soul mean? Your soul is your decision-making properties. It's your mind, how you think. It's your experiences, what you remember. That's your soul. Why are you here? When you add all that up, you make decisions from your soul. Your soul tells you what to do. It's subconscious now. If you're driving to a new place in your city, let me explain. If you're driving to a new place in your city and you don't have a GPS system, but you have written directions, how do you drive there? You turn the radio off. You're focused on watching the signs, looking for the streets and figuring out how to get there. You don't talk on the phone. You don't do anything else. You're just simply trying to get to your destination. But what if you, better than the GPS system, second scenario, you're going home at the end of the day at work. Do you need GPS? You don't. What are the things you can do driving home in the evening from work that is a difference between driving to a place in your city that you've never been without GPS, without a roadmap? You're just given directions that you have to now read and figure out. On your way home, you can have a phone conversation. You can listen to the radio. You can daydream. You don't even have to think. Why? Because you're going to a familiar destination. Where you're headed is familiar. Your soul's at ease. Well, that's the way life is. When you're trying to go somewhere you don't have directions to, it doesn't make sense. So now you're totally incapacitated to do anything else except get there. It's the same way when it comes to your health. We have to find a direction to get to a healthy place, and it's through your soul. When you actually begin to operate from a decisive soul, your body starts to get healthy because you don't need a roadmap. You know what feels good. You know how to make good decisions. You know how to live your life. That's how you get healthy. And we don't always know how to do that. So let's talk about it. This is how you get healthy. Decide to pursue your dreams. The dreams and desires that promote a mental state for you that comes out of your soul. It comes out of your well-being, comes out of what you love. When you're pursuing that, your stress hormones come down. Anxiety depletes because you're doing what interests you. You could be, I'm telling you, you could stay up all night and be tired as heck the next morning because you were up all night, how to research, how to open an LLC, how to start a school, how to learn how to fly fish, whatever it is. Your body will be so tired, but your soul will be refreshed. You'll be healthier because you're doing something you love. It reduces stress, reduces anxiety. When you're engaged in activities you love, your health gets better. Your blood pressure goes down. Your sugar diabetes, your A1C, everything changes because you are involved in something that's part of you, part of your soul, part of your automatic GPS system. It's all part of your ride home. Home for you is when your soul is happy, and your soul will come out in a reaction of your body. I hope you understand this is how to solve the pain point of health. The pain point of health is self-created. The pain point of health is something that you put together. The pain point of health, you have created a body using your mind. Whatever my body is right now, my mind and my soul created it. So I need a sense of purpose if I want to lose weight. Oh boy, I need a sense of my own direction if I want to solve my mental illness. It comes from inside out, not outside in. So if someone gives me a pill to handle my depression, that pill is anecdotal. It doesn't heal me. It's just trying to treat the symptoms. But the symptoms are not the illness. The illness is I don't feel good about myself. And I prove I don't feel good about myself by what I do with my time, what I do with my body, what I do with my own mind. If I get into that, my blood pressure comes down. My heart's disease is solved because I am in a place of fulfillment myself. My fulfillment makes me healthier. My desire makes me healthier. My decisions, the pressure of having to make decisions outside of me make me sick. What's making you sick? What's making you sick? Your answer should be, I'm making me sick. I am doing that to myself. I am building anxiety in my own body. I'm doing that. I'm adding stress because I'm not doing something I'm called to do. I'm not in places where I'm called to be. I need to take advantage of that. I need to take advantage of my own mental well-being. Why? Because the activities I'm involved in are activities I like. Oh my gosh. How do you feel when you've made an appointment with a person or to go someplace you really don't want to go? How do you feel? You all of a sudden feel stressed. You all of a sudden have a headache. You get a migraine sets in. You have a pain in your back. You have a pain in your chest. Everything starts to happen because you're getting ready to go do something with somebody you don't even like, to do something you don't even like. We pay a lot of money to go to places we don't want to go, with people that we don't want to go with, and experiencing something we don't want to experience. You go to places that make you happy, that make you feel good, with people that you like and you've attracted them. You're in those spaces. Now we're talking about well-being because you're a place where your soul has common interaction. It's who you are. You don't get there without desire. You want to solve your health issues? Do what you desire. Make a decision for what you desire. Everything changes. All your activities, all your lifestyles, all those things, including your sense of purpose, get connected with you. And all the healing will take care of itself. Everything. Listen, let me tell you something. There are lots of anecdotes for. Someone asked me the other day, they had this whole cabinet full of vitamins, full of all supplements, full, and it wasn't working. And I said, those vitamins, those pills are not supposed to work. You're as sick as you believe. You're attracting the unhealthy, what do we call it? The unhealthy revelations, the unhealthy, it's true. It's sustainable. It's felt. It's here. It's physical. It's not something you believe. Your body is telling you that you're sick because your mind has told your body it needs to be sick because your mind is not engaged in things that come out of your passion. Solve that right now. You can make that decision right now to just say, I'm going to do things I'm passionate about. In places I'm passionate to go, with people I'm passionate about being with. Do that. your health will be better. Your stress will come down. You'll start to live in an amazing place. Can you visualize? Can you by any chance visualize a person that's been working in a very stressful job for a long time that does not align with who he or she is? It does not align. It does not align at all. And then after finally they're saying, I'm going to stop doing this, and they get into something that's really aligned with them. Do you know the science proves that they get healthier by a large percentage just by making the decision to do what they love? They eventually make more money doing what they love. They have a longer runway to do it because it's what they love. They will never have to retire because it's what they love. It reduces your stress to have to go someplace you don't want to go. Now you're living a very unhealthy lifestyle, very unhealthy lifestyle. This active lifestyle that's built around you doing what your dream tells you to do. Now you're living a healthy life. You need a sense of purpose that allows you to do that. That sense of purpose will set you free so that you can live in that place. Just one more story. Consider that there's a person out there, there's an individual out there, and this individual is passionate about dance. And by integrating this passion into their daily life, they're not only dancing, but they come home healthier. They're in healthier relationships because they're doing what is passionate to them. They're tapped into dreams and desire. If you really are free when you're doing underwater basket weaving, that's what I was told in college by a professor. Even if you're interested in underwater basket weaving and you find a way to do that one day a week, everything gets better. Your health is better. Your relationships are better. Your money is better because you are now in a sense of purpose. Okay, so let me circle back. The pain point of relationships, the pain point of money, and the pain point of health can be solved by one pill. And that pill is a decision based on your dreams and your desires. One, I dare you to spend 21 days, because it takes 21 days to drop a habit and start a new one, right? I dare you to take 21 days and just focus on your dreams. Find out what your desire is and make a decision for that. As a matter of fact, by the way, I've been talking to you about this during this whole time together, the video, the podcast, and everything. I've been talking to you about the dream, the desire, and the decision. That's a book and a workbook you should have. If you don't have it, you need to order it. Order that book, follow that process, and in 21 days, you're going to notice the difference in your blood pressure, your A1C, your stress, all your sleeping patterns. All of it's going to begin to change, including ideas for more money or money management or more opportunities for entrepreneurship, better jobs that fit your culture. In 21 days, I can guarantee you your whole mindset will begin to change and the pain or dis-ease in your life will come down measurably, right? So this is Martin Williams. I am the Dream Keeper. Some people call me Dr. Dream Keeper. All I'm really interested in is you and your legacy of wealth. It's time to build it. All right. Now all your pain points are solved. See you next time.